New Orleans Saints fans, I don't know about you, but it feels like the media is trying to force a reunion between this team and Keenan Allen that just does not add up. Multiple reports are pushing for the Saints to sign the veteran receiver to bolster our offense, citing his history with Kellen Moore as the primary catalyst. This matters because it forces us to choose between chasing a short-term fix and trusting the young talent we have already developed in our receiving core. And honestly, the more details come out, the harder it is to ignore what is going on behind the scenes. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your name and city in the comments so I know who is riding with us. Let's get into it. There is a growing conversation across the league regarding whether the New Orleans Saints should sign veteran free agent Keenan Allen. Bleacher Report analyst Mo Moton has been particularly vocal, arguing that adding Allen is a necessary move for this team. While Allen brings a decorated resume and a clear existing familiarity with our head coach Kellen Moore, the excitement surrounding this potential reunion ignores the harsh realities of our current organizational timeline. Fans are torn because while Allen remains a reliable receiver, he represents a short-term patch rather than a long-term solution. Think about it this way. Our front office is focused on sustainable growth, and chasing a veteran rental risks diverting precious resources away from the players we are already developing. We have seen encouraging development from young talents like Devon Vell and Jordan Tyson, who both finished the 2025 season on high notes alongside quarterback Tyler Show. These players are the future of our offense, and they deserve the chance to grow into larger roles. Signing a veteran like Allen, even as a safety blanket, creates an unnecessary roadblock for guys who are clearly part of our long-term vision. The fan base is understandably divided between the desire for immediate veteran experience to push for a playoff spot and the wisdom of staying the course with our younger roster. It is a classic struggle between the hunger for instant gratification and the patience required to build a true championship contender. While Moton makes a compelling case for Allen's technical skill, we have to ask ourselves if the cost of his arrival outweighs the sacrifice of our youth movement. Does the pursuit of a quick fix actually sabotage the progress we made over the last year? Or is there a hidden strategy in bringing in a mentor to guide these youngsters through the next high-stakes season? The most surprising reality regarding this potential signing is that the Saints' current roster strategy is intentionally moving away from the exact veteran profile Keenan Allen represents. While Bleacher Report's Mo Moton highlights Allen's history with our head coach Kellen Moore as an obvious bridge, the front office is clearly prioritizing the long-term development of younger playmakers like Devon Vell. This decision stems from the team's ongoing effort to build a sustainable, youthful foundation rather than chasing short-term fixes that offer minimal future dividends. Here's where it gets interesting as we examine the trajectory of our current wide receiver room. When we look at how Vele and Jordan Tyson finished the 2025 season, they both displayed the kind of explosive growth that makes a one-year rental like Allen seem entirely redundant. Historically, this organization has struggled when forcing aging veterans into roles meant for ascending talent, often at the expense of necessary chemistry building. Our coaching staff is likely analyzing the situation behind closed doors, weighing the immediate comfort of a familiar system against the potential loss of reps for a player with years of career runway ahead of him. Signing a high-profile veteran might appease casual observers, but it would contradict the measured philosophy required to elevate this team back to the top of the NFC hierarchy. We are not just looking for a band-aid to bridge a gap. We are looking for the next core group to lead this franchise through the coming seasons. The front office knows that every snap given to a temporary asset is a missed opportunity for someone like Vell to secure his spot as a primary target. Maintaining this disciplined path ensures that our future assets remain at the forefront of the offensive game plan, rather than being sidelined by players who simply do not fit our long-term vision. The decision regarding Keenan Allen represents a pivotal crossroads for our organization, forcing us to choose between chasing a fleeting sense of security and honoring the long-term vision established by Kellen Moore. We are currently at a moment where every roster spot must serve a clear purpose, and the stakes involve balancing immediate output against the vital development of younger talent like Devon Vell. And I'll be straight with you, signing a veteran just for the sake of familiarity ignores the momentum we saw at the end of last season. If we prioritize a rental, we stunt the growth of receivers who have earned their keep through actual production on the field. Adding Allen would shift our depth chart, effectively pushing promising players back in the rotation and likely creating an unnecessary bottleneck that serves nobody in the long run. This isn't just about shuffling names. It impacts how we prepare for crucial divisional matchups against the Buccaneers and others, where consistency and chemistry are the true difference makers. If we commit to the players already in our locker room, we gain a long-term advantage in familiarity that a short-term veteran fix simply cannot replicate. While some analysts at Bleacher Report suggest this is a necessary move, we must look at our playoff path with a sober, realistic eye. We aren't currently built to be a one-year wonder team that trades future stability for a single push. Instead, by trusting the players who finished the previous campaign on a high note, we solidify our standing in the NFC as a rising force rather than a team clinging to past reputations. Maintaining our current trajectory means valuing the progress of the core we have, ensuring that the Saints remain a competitive, coherent squad capable of sustained success well beyond the upcoming season without relying on aging, expensive veteran insurance. Many commentators, specifically those at Bleacher Report, are pushing for the New Orleans Saints to sign Keenan Allen, and I understand the appeal. His history with head coach Kellen Moore provides a clear path for integration, potentially giving us an upgrade over Devon Vell in the slot and a reliable safety blanket for quarterback Tyler Show. The strongest argument for this move is the immediate veteran stability he brings, acting as insurance that could elevate our passing attack right now. However, the counter-argument is equally compelling and centered on our long-term timeline. We are not a team that needs a short-term rental to push us over the top, and Allen represents a stopgap rather than a foundation piece. And I cannot stress this enough, the Saints must prioritize the development of players like Devon Vele and Jordan Tyson, who showed real promise during their hot streaks late last season. While analysts are busy debating whether Allen or other veterans could provide that missing spark, I believe the focus on youth is the smarter path. Here's where I land on this. I find the excitement surrounding Allen to be somewhat overblown because it ignores the reality of where our roster stands in its progression. It is easy for national outlets to suggest a splashy signing, but they are not the ones managing the salary cap and roster turnover for the future. Signing an aging veteran simply to fill a role that Vela has already begun to earn would be a tactical error that hinders our growth. We need to stick to our philosophy of building with young talent that will be here for years to come. Ultimately, prioritizing the present over the future is a luxury we simply cannot afford if we want to build a sustainable winner in the NFC. Looking at the current landscape, the Saints are clearly committed to a sustainable building process rather than chasing short-term fixes that provide only temporary relief. While Bleacher Report's Mo Moton makes a compelling case for bringing in veteran insurance like Keenan Allen to aid the offense under Kellen Moore, we have to recognize that our timeline demands patience. Signing an older star at this stage feels like a luxury for a team already positioned to compete, but it would ultimately derail the development of promising young talents like Devon Vell, who have proven they deserve a larger role. And the more I look at this, it becomes evident that prioritizing internal growth over expensive rentals is the hallmark of a front office with a long-term vision. We should feel confident and optimistic heading into this season because the foundation is shifting toward players who will be here for the foreseeable future. Instead of relying on a veteran safety blanket, we are placing our trust in a receiving core led by Chris Olave and Jordan Tyson, supported by the rising potential of Vell. This team is building a culture where guys earn their stripes on the field, and that is exactly the kind of stability we need to foster sustainable success in the NFC. While it is natural to get excited about big names, I believe we are in a better position by keeping the roster young and hungry. I want to hear your take on this specific roster philosophy. Would you choose the immediate veteran experience of Keenan Allen or the long-term upside of Devon Vell for this season? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Who Dat? I'll see you in the next one.